I'm Aaron Baker from PhoneDog.com, and this is Verizon Wireless's Motorola Droid Ultra. It's here. Let's do some unboxing. So this device, mid-range in some ways, with a dual-core processor, with 720p HD display. In comparison to the competition, I think some people are going to look at that and say, what's going on here for $199? But this thing does really bring some nice options to the table, which we'll talk about once we unbox this sucker. So out of the box, you get the device, obviously. Here it is. And it's got a 5-inch display. So like anything else in wireless, and I should point this out too, Droid Ultra, bam. Like anything else in wireless, you pick your preferences. For me, like I've said in countless videos, battery is very important to me because I travel a lot for work, and I actually travel quite a bit for personal as well. And battery life is pretty useful for me. Also 4G LTE. I'll never carry an unlocked device as a personal device just because I like my 4G LTE. And that's something that's very important to me, and I live in Dallas, so AT&T's LTE is very good in this particular market. So these things are important to me. It depends on what's most important to you, but one that's important for me is the display size. And for me, the ultimate sweet size, or sweet spot for a display rather, is 5 inches. So at 5 inches, this is really nice, and it's edge to edge as well. We'll take a closer look once we unbox. Get to know your phone. Conoce tu teléfono. Global support information and calling card, consumer information about radio frequencies, blah, 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 stuff you're not going to read, blah. AC adapter module here, and it's a dual AC adapter module where you can plug in 2 USB cables and take advantage of charging 2 devices. So if you've got 2 devices, I'm sure Motorola would love it to be 2 Motorola devices, but hey, you know what? It's not picky. It's not racist. You can see right here, 2 USB cables right there. Or 2 AC adapter, 2 USB ports, excuse me. Clearly I have not had my coffee this morning. I've only had 2 cups. I need at least 6 more cups and a USB cable. So you don't really get a whole lot out of the box. What you do get though is this Ingress card as well, so you can download that and start playing the game. So we'll take a look at the device right here. I want to take a second to thank our partners at Best Buy Mobile for giving us devices for use in our One-Pawed Bandit game, which is our free game on the site at PhoneDog.com. When you walk into Best Buy Mobile, they'll help you find the carrier that's right for you, be it Verizon, be it AT&T, be it Sprint, or be it T-Mobile, or even a prepaid solution at Best Buy Mobile. They'll make sure you're taken care of with what works best for you. And so we'll take a look at the device right here and see how it looks in comparison to other devices on the market. You've got your power button over here, your volume rocker, and this is what's really cool about this. The volume rocker actually doubles up as the SIM card tray as well. So all you have to do is pull the volume rocker out, and there is the SIM card tray. I find that incredibly cool. It's a nano SIM card, much like the Moto X, but bam, pop right back in. You never know it's hidden. Bam, right there. Volume rocker, power button, 3.5mm headphone jack up top, 10 megapixel camera on the back. This thing is definitely a fingerprint magnet. This is also available in black and in red. And I'll go ahead and take these stickers off on the back. Boom, boom, take these small stickers off so you can see the Motorola logo. You don't get that dimple like you do on the Motorola X where you can hold it and make it easier. LG G2, I'm talking to you with your controls on the back. And then here is the device itself with a front-facing camera. And it's got kind of a chrome, kind of a carbon fiber actually look and feel to it, but it's very glossy on the front and on the back. So even though it has that carbon fiber look and feel, it's not textured. It's just something that makes it look like carbon fiber look and feel. So micro USB charging port down here at the bottom as well. Up top, we've got typical Motorola look and feel, at least for the Moto X here. Obviously kind of tailored a little bit more towards Verizon, but you can see out of the box you've got some applications. Amazon, Amazon Kindle, Amazon MP3 App Store. Motorola's Assist application continues over on the Droid Ultra. You've got Audible. You've got caller name ID, Google Plus integration here, IMDb, Ingress right there, Google Plus Messenger. Then you have the Verizon stuff, Mobile Hotspot, My Verizon Mobile, NFL Mobile. And then you've got Quick Office, Verizon Tones, Visual Voicemail, VZ Navigator, VZ Security, and then Google Translate as well. And then Hangouts is pre-installed right here in the box. 4G LTE connectivity, and you can see Android 4.2.2 running right here with maybe some minor Motorola customizations, but this is as stock as you're going to get on a carrier, without obviously the exception of the Nexus 4 and the Google Play devices, which you can't get through a carrier. This and the Moto X is where it's at if you want stock Android. So let's take a quick look through settings here, and you can see device. It's got the same active notifications on the lock screen, same touchless control. This is a new one though, Droid Zap, and I'll show you the Learn More prompt so you can see what it looks like here. Send instantly to people around you just by swiping up with 2 fingers. So I can swipe up a picture or swipe up something like that. Tell others to swipe down with 2 fingers to catch, and you can go to moto.ly/zaphowto. I can turn that on, I can lock things I share. So very much like S-Beam on the Galaxy devices, and very much like Apple's solution they're rolling out in iOS 7, which, to be totally honest with you, AirDrop. I just forgot the name, and I was going to be honest with you and tell you that I forgot the name. but I just remembered it, so that canceled that out. Anyway, you can see Droid Zap here, active notifications, all that good stuff. You've got capacitive buttons down here at the bottom, and I really like the 5-inch display here. This, to me, is a perfect sweet spot for a lot of people because it's not phablet size, it's not 5.5 inches, it's not 6 inches or 6.3 or even 6.44 inches like the Xperia Z Ultra, but this still provides a nice display for content consumption, and it still fits well in the hand. So 2,130 milliamp hour battery, we'll see how that performs at the $199 price point. We'll see how that performs in comparison to the 2,200 milliamp hour battery in the Moto X, the 2,600 milliamp hour battery in the Galaxy S4, 2,300 milliamp hour battery in the HTC One, and on and on and on. So you can see text messaging here as well, Android keyboard, out of the box, a stock one. And despite having what's called a dual-core processor with Motorola's X8 architecture, this thing is incredibly fast. I haven't had any lag whatsoever so far, and just pulling it out of the box, it operates a lot like the Moto X in terms of overall look and feel. And you can see the 5 home screens here as well, just jumping quickly into a bunch of these applications so you can take a look. It's my coffee cup. You can see the gallery here. You can see the settings for the camera as well. So let me get that out of the light. Settings for the camera as well, so very much like what we saw on the Moto X. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com for more on the Motorola Droid Ultra on Verizon Wireless. We'll have extensive coverage, we'll have reviews, we'll have head-to-head comparisons as well, because I want to see if the Droid line still has its luster. I want to see if people are still buying these series of devices after the Galaxy S4 has come out, after the HTC One has come out. We've come a long way since the original Droid devices. Is the brand still relevant? I think it is. But I think there's some interesting things to consider if you're looking to buy a device on Verizon. I'm on Twitter at PhoneDog_Aaron, Facebook, Facebook.com/HiAaronBaker. Thanks for watching. More to come on the Droid Ultra on PhoneDog.com. I'll see you next time.